Hello, good evening. It's time for Pause and Ponder with Favy. I'm really sorry for the break in transmission and for our late starting. Today's my birthday, like I told you, and this is our premiering edition. But coincidentally, as a form of surprise, my husband and church leaders had to, hijack my day, and I just had to give them that honors also. So I deeply apologize. It's beautiful to be here. Sincere apologies, and I know that you understand. Thank you so very much for being part of this time. Okay, so this is Pause and Ponder with Favy. I would want you to comment. I want to know you. I want to also know where you're watching from. Okay, and as we also progress, if there are things that communicate or ministers to you, I want you to also say those things, those striking points you glean in this session as we go through. So Pause and Ponder with Favy is going to from today come to you every fortnight. It's going to be that time every fortnight when you're going to get self-development, personal self-performance skills, personal development skills that's going to help you in your life, in your profession, and also in your interpersonal relationship with people. So the aim is that when you come here, Pause and Ponder with Favy is going to be that time, that 30 minutes of your time every 2 weeks that would help you know that you can be more than you are already. That would also help to build you, because personal development is very important in whatsoever you do. In fact, it is more important than even the money you need for business. It is more important than the house you're building for your marriage. Even if you have a mansion, you will not make a home out of it if you don't build yourself. So Pause and Ponder with Favy is going to focus on building different aspects of your life. I want to be that voice. I want you to grant me that privilege of being that voice that would help you, to grow yourself from where you are. And our footnote as Pause and Ponder is that you're going to be inspired, you're going to ponder, and importantly, you're going to move from that point where you are to where you are supposed to be. So I would want you to invite your friends, share the link to this page, invite your friends, let them know that something like this is happening, and also like the page, follow it, share and create watch parties. And believe me, you would be glad that you are part of this time. So let's do this. You're welcome once again. My name is Favor Chike Williams, and I am your host at Pause and Ponder with Favy. You're welcome. So today, I would go straight, into before we get into the main topic for today, I would want to break down, so that we understand the things that we want to achieve with Pause and Ponder with Favy. So I made it the 10 expressions of Pause and Ponder with Favy. So number one is that we are going to be building communication skills. These are the things that we are going to revolve what you are doing at Pause and Ponder with Favy around. We're going to be building communication skills at Pause and Ponder with Favy. You're going to learn how you should talk, what you should become, how to say the things you ought to say, when to say them, what to say in a professional setting, what to say as a person, like on a personal note, what to say when you relate with people around you. So these are the things that we are going to be focusing on at Pause and Ponder with Favy. So okay, so we are going to be focusing on this aspect. So secondly, we're going to be focusing on your interpersonal skills. We're going to be focusing on your interpersonal skills, how you relate with people around you, what you do in a workplace, how you relate with people above you, people at the same level with you, people that are also below you. You're going to learn how to relate with one another, because most of the times when people get to a certain phase of life, they don't seem to know what exactly to do in relationship with the people that they have around them. So at Pause and Ponder with Favy, we're going to guide you on how to build your interpersonal skills. Also, we are going to be helping you build organizational skills, how to put your life together, how to plan yourself, put your life together. This will have to do with time management, diligence, and all that. How to put yourself together, that business idea, that thing going on in your mind that you want to achieve, would help you, put them together. Then we are going to also help you build problem solving skills. Let me say this before we continue. The basic thing we are trying to achieve with Pause and Ponder with Favy is to help you build soft skills. We want to help you build soft skills. You know, if you're writing a resume or a curriculum vitae, one of the things, the aspects you're going to be writing on is your soft skills, the things that you don't get in a classroom, the things that on a normal day people don't teach you, you don't pick on the streets. So we're going to teach you how to get those soft skills that would help you, because right now people are looking for people with soft skills more than they are looking for people, you know, with qualification. So you can have all the qualification, if you don't have the right soft skills, you might not even, you know, be able to get into certain places, or even if you get there, you will not be able to sustain yourself at that point. And there are levels you get to in life where your qualification is no longer what is keeping you there, but the soft skills that you have been able to build and acquire, you know, so far in your life. So this is what Pause and Ponder we want to achieve. We want to help you build your soft skills. Another thing I want to help you build is self-confidence. We want to, if you are consistent with Pause and Ponder with Favy, you will be able to be consistent, you know, confident in yourself. You'll be able to know there are things, there's this self-motivation that you will have. You will not need, you know, extrinsic factors to let you know that you can do things. You would learn to believe in yourself, because the things you would learn from this platform will equip you so much so that you can achieve whatsoever you want to achieve. You have the drive and the passion to do whatsoever you want to do. So another thing we're going to help you build is adaptability, and that is one thing that is not so very common right now in, you know, in our days. People right now are breaking down with the pressures of life, and you know, pressures cannot stop coming. They will definitely come. So you would learn how to build adaptability. You know, when I was in school, you know, in on campus, one of the things I learned in physical education is that the importance of education is to give you skills that would help you to manipulate, you know, the society, that would help you fit in and blend in every part of the society. But you notice that most of the times people graduate from school and they're not even able to fit in, you know, into the society properly. It's as though you can see an A student being a third class citizen, being an E citizen, whereas there's an E student that is an A citizen. You see a first class graduate being a third class citizen, and you see a third class graduate being a first class citizen. The reason is because the first class graduate, although it's peculiar to some people, people anyway, but you see that that third class graduate has the ability to manipulate the society and has been able to equip himself to fit in. So you can be good in classroom. If you don't know how to adapt, you will be a misfit in the society today. So another thing we're going to be looking at is integrity. We're going to help you build integrity skills. People are looking for honest people. They're looking for honest people we can trust. Do you know, I've seen people that have jobs, that have contracts, that have opportunities. They'll just say, I'm looking for, who can I trust? Who can I trust? So we want to make sure that this generation of people are people that can be trusted. So this platform will teach you how to be in these ever-changing times with all the needs that you require, yet you can still be a person of integrity. In fact, in the workspace, there's something they call integrity tests. So once you are employed, your employer, you know, want to test you to even know how much you can be trusted. So they place you on an integrity test, and most of the times people fail such tests. It can come, you know, very, you know, vividly, like you just know that this is a test, but there are times it can be as subtle as anything and you might not know. So if you have not been able to build integrity before that time, you see that you would, you know, have tendencies of failing such integrity test. And the next thing we're going to help you work on is work ethics. We're going to teach you, we're going to guide you on the ethics that are demanded and are required in a workspace, how to work properly in a workspace, things you need to have, you know, and all that. Then the next thing is leadership. We're going to also help you build and become a person that can lead in any sphere, because you are the leader, and the everything rises and falls on leadership. And the problem and the bane of any place that has challenges is in the leadership. So we want you to, anywhere you find yourself in family, if you're a father, how to lead your family aright. If you're going to be a boss in the workspace, how to lead your subordinates or your subjects or your colleagues are right. If you're also a mother, how to lead your children, how to lead your siblings, and all that. So it's going to be all encompassing. And finally, the 10th expression of pause and ponder with Favy is spiritual skills. Of course, I'm a pastor, and I will not lie to you. Life is spiritual. So, as much as we touch your head, the soul, we also would help you build your spirit so that you will know and have a balance in life. All right. Thank you so much. I believe you've followed through to this point. Now, I'm going to go to the main thing for today. And what we are looking at today is finding true happiness. Finding true happiness. Happiness is relative. Happiness can mean anything to anybody. There are people that to them happiness is eating. Once they've eaten, they are happy. There are people that once they have money in their pocket, they are happy. There are people that once they have a job, they are happy. There are people that children mean happiness to them. There are people that when they just pray, they are excited, they are happy. So there are different things that happiness means to different people. But the truth is that as much as we are in a generation where people come on social media, put up a facade, we make everybody see the glittering side. People show us the extent to which they want us to know. They don't show us everything, as much as there are also people that have nothing to hide. Okay, but we must also know that people might not be as happy as they show or as happy as they make it seem, but we also most times come out and make it look like okay, everything is fine, all it's okay, but inside we just wish there's this innate desire to be as happy and excited truly inside of us. And that nobody can make you happy. It sounds somehow, right? But that's very true. Nobody can make you happy, not even your spouse, not even money, not even clothes, not even material things, not even food. Those things are trivial, they are momentary and fleeting. But true happiness is intrinsic. Happiness is stems from the inside, it comes from the inside out. So you are as happy as you are internally. So what are the things that help us build internal happiness? I would want you, like I said earlier, if there are things that are striking points that you have gleaned from these sessions, please do share so that I can also know that you're following in this session. I really appreciate that you're here. So let's do this. So the first thing that builds and helps you find true happiness in life is self-acceptance. Let us think. Self-acceptance. You must first of all accept yourself. One of the days I asked my mom, and I asked her, why did you name me Favor? She came up with stories. She said that she wanted to name me Mercy because my sister's name is Goodness. She wanted to name me Mercy. She wanted to give me an Igbo name. She just said some things. How also my dad wanted to name me I'm Blessed initially, but at the end of the day, because of the circumstances surrounding my birth and the things that happened, after I was born and all that, and they decided to name me Favor. So I said, okay, that's fair enough. But it didn't satisfy me as much as I wanted it to. So I sat back and I asked myself, okay, I will need to find out if this is my name really. The Bible talked about, Jacob. And when he was Jacob, and later God said, don't worry, your name is not Jacob, you are Israel. Gave him the true name that he is. So I said, okay, I will really find out this name so I can be able to accept it and own the name, because I'm that kind of person that would want to know the reason why I'm doing something so that I can personalize it and follow it, to every extent. So I asked myself, I will need to understand if truly my name is Favor. Okay, so I sat back and I started watching things and following and all that. So I came to a point with 1, 2, 3 things I put together. I told myself, really, my name is Favor. So right now, even if my mom wakes up and tell me we're not sure, it's not true, I was not very aware the day I was telling your name is not, I will not believe it. You know why? Because I have come to be convinced Even if they are giving me, you cannot give me millions to do a change of name, because I am convinced my name is Favor. I have come to accept that, you know, and I know this is who I am, this is what I am. So you must look at yourself and accept certain things concerning you. There are people that don't like their stature. There are people that don't like their face. There are people that don't like the way they talk. There are people that don't like the way they approach things. There are people that don't like their physique. There are things that you cannot change. So those things that you cannot change, you must learn to accept them. There are things that no matter how much you cry till tomorrow, for instance, your family, you cannot change the family where you're coming from. So no matter how much you're pissed off that you're coming from a family that is not so well to do, there are things you're not, that are not in place in your family, you can't change that. So you must learn to accept it. So you must, first of all, if you will definitely find true happiness, you must self accept yourself. You must first accept yourself. That's the first thing. Secondly, you must build a positive mindset. I've met a bunch of negative people, believe me. So there are people that whenever you meet them, there is always something negative they are thinking about. There is always something negative they are thinking. What if there was something I posted on the platform where I run intentional coaching session, and I told them on Saturday, I said, what if can be positive? Whenever you're thinking of why is it that there's always something negative you're thinking about? So what if can be positive? It can be positive. You can ask yourself, what if I get a car? What if somebody calls me up for that contract? What if I get a new house? What if I pass that exam? What if I leave this country? What if I land that appointment, that job? So don't always think of negative things. You must learn to be positive, because most of the times the things that we always think about is what we attract. So if you're always thinking about negative things, you have more tendencies of attracting negative things to your life. So you must build positive mindset. Learn to think positively. Learn to look at the brighter side of life. Learn to see things work better. Because if you're always in the negative, you're always pessimistic about things, you will never be happy. You will never be happy. Even when people are trying to I had a friend when I was secondary school. Whenever you're being too nice to her, she hates you. Like she just raises up her walls, her guard, because she feels it is too awkward to be nice. So she's never happy because she feels people should not be nice. It's out of place for people to be nice. So you shouldn't be like that. You should learn to see things positively in your life. Another thing is trust. Don't leave your head. You can trust people. One of the simple questions, and that would make me summarize this as fast as possible, this particular item, you would ask yourself, if you want to build trust, let me just give you the simplest hack to building trust. Ask yourself, can I be trusted? If you can be trusted, then people around you can be trusted. If you can be trusted, you are not the only trustworthy person in the whole world. There must be somebody like you. It might be that person next to you. So if somebody can trust you, then you can trust other people. You can trust people. So let's not be that, nobody can be trusted. If you have that mindset that nobody can be trusted, then chances are that we can't trust you. So but if you can be trusted, then you should learn to also trust people. Give people benefits of doubt. Give them the opportunity to prove otherwise. Okay, be that large-hearted. If you always see people as dubious, as they want to manipulate you, they want to take advantage of you, most of the times you end up attracting such people. So you must learn to trust people if you really will be happy. Because when you don't trust people around you, there's this, you just perch, you're not very relaxed when you're relating with them, and you cannot be happy in that way. If you have a spouse, you want to get married, please don't marry without trust. Whoever you lose trust for, don't even bother doing forever with that person, because trust is a vital key. Once trust is punctured, then there are chances that relationship will not go to a very large extent. Another thing that will help you to find true happiness is openness. Learn to be open, learn to be expressive. Don't bottle up your feelings, don't bottle up your need. You have something that you want to achieve, you have something that you want to do. and you think, you know that there are people that should be able to help you achieve that. So what you must do is to be able to open up to people. They say a problem shared is half solved, right? So you must learn to share your problems to the next person. Speak out, speak up. Gone are those days when people just, hold themselves inside, and they want people to warm up to them and ask them. People have a lot of things on their mind, and most of the times, if you don't open up, people don't know how it is with you. And another aspect to it is that people, sometimes you might have the solution to your problem with you. If you don't talk about it, the person wouldn't know that you need such help and will not also know how to help you. So you must of necessity build trust with people. Another thing we are going to look at is you must avoid negative self-talk. Don't talk negatively to yourself. Don't speak negatively. Don't talk negative things. Don't talk down on yourself. When Gideon was looking out down on himself, the voice came and told him, "Thou mighty man of valor." That was who he really is. But he was looking at himself the other way. Okay. So you must learn to speak positive things to yourself. Another thing is that you must avoid mistrusting the future. It's not compulsory that things will go bad. Don't always have this mindset of rainy day, when things go bad, when things go haywire. You can trust the future. You can, be open-minded, be positive about the future. There are people you see, they don't make step from where they are. They don't move. When you see them this year, they are still at the same point. The next time, they are still at the same point. And you're wondering, why is this person not progressing? And you don't even know how to explain the reason why they are redundant. And if you check properly, you just realize that they have this fear of the unknown. They have the fear of the unknown. They just feel, I don't know what tomorrow holds. So they have money, they hoard the money in their account. They don't want to invest. Why? I don't know what will happen tomorrow, so I have something to fall back on. So they don't invest. What if I invest this money and this business closes up? So they just are at one point because they don't want to move. They don't know what the future holds. What if I get married and I don't get pregnant? I'll enter another problem. What if I buy this car and it crashes? So that money is lost. So they just stay at a point and they are not progressing because they don't know how to trust the future. They are just at a point. So avoid fear of the unknown. Avoid fear of the unknown. Learn to trust the future. Learn to trust the future. Tomorrow holds something beautiful for you. If nobody has told you, I am telling you from my heart, tomorrow holds beautiful things for you. Learn to trust the future. The future is bright. The future is going to be better. Things will not get worse. So I want you to learn to trust the future. Another thing you must do to build self and find true happiness is that you must avoid seeking approval from others. Okay, so let me balance that. Before you think people's opinion don't matter, people's opinion matter. Our Savior, he got to a point, he asked his disciples, he said, "Who do people say I am?" Okay, if people's opinion did not matter, he wouldn't have asked that question. But he asked that question because he knew that people's opinion also matter. But you don't build your life around what people say about you. So until people accept what I do, I don't do it. Until people say I'm beautiful, I don't accept I'm beautiful. One of the things I teach the young girls around me is that if people tell you are beautiful, just tell them, yes, I know, I'm beautiful, I know. Because you should, first of all, know who you are and what you are. So you must learn to avoid seeking approval from people before you believe in what you do. Believe in yourself, believe in what you have, believe in your content, believe there's something unique about you, whether people generically accept it or not. Your fashion sense might not be generally acceptable, but is it decent and is it acceptable by you? Wear it with guts. Okay, that's fashion. So if you're doing something, it might not be the conventional thing. So don't wait until people start hailing you. In fact, when everybody is applauding what you do, check it properly. It's possible you're not doing the right thing. There must be somebody that will criticize what you do, and that is how to grow. So if you're doing something and you always want people to applaud you and always hail you and make you feel you're always all right and you're doing the best, then you are preparing yourself to be a local champion. But if you want to be better at every point of your life, you must learn to accept criticism and also know that there are times when people will not approve what you do. So I want you to work on these things. First of all, you must accept yourself. That's the first thing I said. Self-acceptance. You must have a positive mindset. You must learn to trust. You must be open. You must avoid negative self-talk. You must stop mistrusting the future. You must believe in tomorrow. Avoid the fear of the unknown. And finally, you must avoid needing approval from others before you believe in what you do. I believe that this session has been useful to you. I would love you to drop your questions, if any. I will respond to it. Don't forget that Pause and Ponder with Favy started today, and you are my maiden audience. I celebrate you for being part of this time. It is beautiful being here with you. Honestly, thank you so very much for honoring this invitation. Thank you for celebrating my birthday with me on this platform. I am so excited. I'm so happy. We'll be coming your way every fortnight, like I told you, with the 10 expressions of self-performance skills. With those 10 expressions of self-performance skills, are going to be coming your way every fortnight, and will help you build skills that will help you in your personal life, in your interpersonal life, and also in your professional life also. Always be part of this session. Like I know, invite your friends to like and follow this page. Share the link. After now, we're going to save this post so that people that also like this post can always rewatch our edition. So invite your friends to be able to partake of this particular session. And don't forget, I want you to be inspired. I want you to pause, and I want you to ponder, and importantly, I want you to move from where you are right now. I want to see you better by the next 2 weeks when I come back your way. Have a beautiful evening. I love you. Once again, I'm Favy Williams.